Even as the UN has denounced the hardline approach by the Iranian establishment against protests that are now rampant across the country, there is a big development that happened at the FIFA World Cup, ladies and gentlemen. On the one hand, you've just had Saudi Arabia beating Argentina, but on the other, last evening, Iran and the team refused to sing the national anthem before facing England in their opening game of the FIFA World Cup. Ahead of the game, Captain Ali Reza Jahan Baksh had said that the team will decide collectively whether or not to sing the anthem in support of the anti-government protests in Iran. The Iranian players stood with grim looks on their faces as the anthem rang out around the Khalifa International Stadium in Doha. Now, this comes amid the brutal crackdown on the anti-hijab protests after the death of Mahsa Amini, who was killed for wearing her hijab improperly. Mursal Nurzai now joins us. We also have Asif Ramiz Dawoodi joining us in just a bit. But Mursal Nurzai, lots happening there. Big statement by the Iranian football players.
Definitely. Thanks for having me. Actually, this is exactly what is required in times like this. These are some desperate times in Iran, and after the very unfortunate death in custody of police in September of Mahsa Amini, the country has gone through a massive revolutionary protest, which is really required not only within the country but globally. A sports team or any other profession where the people could get the opportunity to show the world a difference or their solidarity, the right between the wrong, and their participation and not keeping quiet is exactly what is required. And I think they have earned my respect and respect of the people around the globe by not singing their national anthem. Let's not forget, a national anthem of a country is a symbol of a country, is a representation of a country that explains the beliefs and the culture of a country. And by not participating in singing that, the Iranian footballs have proven their point that they are against regimes like this, the extreme mindset like this, and that change is a must required in Iran. And of course, it's not only for Iran, but also for people around the globe, for a lot of people or a lot of countries like Afghanistan itself, who's going through a very hard time, is such a good example where we can see that professionals like this should stand up, should join hands and in their own way protest in a very peaceful manner. I also saw that, I was a bit curious to see how their captain or how their coach will react on such way of them not participating in the national anthem or not singing the national anthem, Carlos Queiroz. But I was also happy to see that he said that the players were allowed to decide for themselves.
Absolutely, and it also shows a lot of gumption and how much this means, how much what is they may have lost 2-6 to England in the match, but Iranians football players standing there and making a statement, just like Asif Ramiz Dawoodi. It is going to be celebrations in Saudi Arabia. What a match and what a performance by the Saudi Arabia team beating Argentina. Lots happening at this FIFA World Cup. Statements galore being delivered.
Anand, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Well, on behalf of almost 2.5 million Indians living here, I can't tell you how happy I am. I was, in fact, sending messages to my Saudi friends for such an incredible victory. That's a stunning victory. And the game was such like, we were all mesmerized. And I was watching your channel at the same time, and I was so happy that what a time and a perfect timing that we are doing this discussion and debate where the jubilants there in Jeddah in Saudi Arabia, I mean, they are football lovers. They play football and they love this game like anything. And today, in the first match, the way they have performed, beating Argentina and Messi, it's something incredible, Anand. You can even feel the kind of the feeling that I have right now. And right now, sitting in Jeddah, I would like to congratulate all my Saudi friends all across the world And it's something really, really amazing. I don't know, when I go to teach my students tomorrow at the university, and when I meet my Saudi friends, the kind of reactions that will be really wonderful to watch. Anand.
Well, absolutely. But Iran also, the Iranian players also registering a very strong statement when they refuse to sing the national anthem. That means that there is a big movement. This is not some small round of protests that Iran is witnessing. Is it on the cusp of a change there? Is the regime being told by the people that their time is up?
Anand, let me tell you one thing. See the difference between these two countries. How Saudi is performing, how their players are performing, and the world is mesmerized and amazed. And see what is happening in Iran, and how their own players declined and refused to sing their own national anthem, which is in fact the pride for any citizen of any country on such a huge platform where billions of people are watching them. So look at the condition of the government there in Iran and how they have failed to control the protest and the rights of women.
Right.
So there should be, like, women, life, freedom. So these are the things that, I think the kind of protest that was seen there, and especially
is what happening in Iran, what is happening in Iran, will it also spill over into Afghanistan? We have to wait and watch, and let's hope that happens very soon, because the people deserve their rights, and we'll see if there is a big people's movement in Afghanistan too. Winding up this edition of The Nation at 5 on that note, Asif Ramiz Daudi and Mursal Nurzai, thank you very much. Zaka's ready with Viewpoint.